All right, hi everybody. We are here today at the Magic Kingdom where it all started. I'm Steve, this is Steve Candi Noble. We're launching this vlog because we've been visiting these parks for, I'd say, 30 plus years, you know, dozens of times every year, many, many times, hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of hours in these parks. And almost on a weekly basis, we're getting people asking us, how do you do Disney? You know, when we're there, we're posting pictures and videos and things, and they're always so interested in how we do Disney, because we get on rides, we don't have to wait in a lot of lines, and they always want to know what are the tips and tricks. So we decided to launch this channel because we want to kind of show how we do Disney and how we believe that you do Disney right. So doing Disney the right way, or like what we like to call doing Disney the noble way. And so that's why we call this channel that channel. So again, people are always asking us all the time, how do you do it? So we're going to show you. We're going to give you those tips and tricks. We're going to just sort of chronicle things, and we hope you like it, hope you join. If you do, and you love it, you like what we do, please subscribe, share, show your friends. You know, comment below if you want to see future sessions, future videos. What do you want to know about? If you like us, if you hate us, I don't know. We'll see. But that's what we're here for. So we'll see how this goes. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, Main Street. We got the confectionery right here. Over here on the left, we got the Emporium. A lot of different shops. One of the things that was missing during COVID, which I believe has been brought back, is the 4-part harmony barbershop quartet, the Dapper Dans on Main Street. So it'd be good to see them make a comeback. How well this sounds here. And this is a place that this place right here in the center is where you can actually get a pretty good photo opportunity of the castle. If you have the photo pass, they will take a picture of you for free there. It'll automatically show up on your iPhone, on your My Disney Experience app. You can also take pictures of your own. You don't have to do the photo pass, but it's a pretty good opportunity. Sometimes during the day, especially in the morning and late at night, it will get pretty crowded right here. So you'll have to be, you may have to wait in line a little bit. But right now you can see there's not much line there. Looks like we've got a horse-drawn trolley coming down the street here, and we've got a couple of Pooh characters on there. I think I see Piglet, and I see the Rabbit and Pooh, Tigger. I see Eeyore, so there's a bunch of different folks on there. So we might just wait a second here for them to come around and get a video of them. Let's just shoot over here to the right side before it comes down here. Get a quick, good video of it. Yeah, so I see the Rabbit. And we got Pooh on this side, so that's great. Hi, Pooh! How's it? Hello! Hello. Oh, we got Eeyore and Piglet on the other side, and we got Tigger coming down here in the end here. Tigger, this is I think he's one of my favorites. Pooh's my favorite for sure. My sister's favorite was always Eeyore. So, all right, so that was fun. Down Main Street. Huh? Great. All right, so if you couldn't tell, here we are in the Pirates of the Caribbean queue. Kind of see, not too bad. Walking pretty quick here. I don't think the wait time is too much. It's going to be maybe 5 minutes, if that, maybe 10. It is really dark in this corner here. Surprisingly, it's actually showing up pretty well on the video. Pretty surprised. Oh, and there's the dreaded wait. see you pretty good. It's not too shabby. Alright, so we are walking into Big Thunder Mountain. This is one of my favorite rides at Magic Kingdom. I love it. It's one of the coasters. I personally think it's better than Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but I also think Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a little smoother, a little easier, and I really love the introductory part of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train with all the dwarfs on it. I don't want to spoil it if you've not seen it. And the end when the Snow White house, I really think it's themed very well. But as far as the ride goes and how fun it is, I kind of like this one a little bit better. I enjoy, especially at nighttime. If you haven't ridden this at night, you've got to ride it at nighttime. It's like super fun. It does throw you around a little bit. So if you're somebody who raises their hands on rides, you will definitely get thrown about a bit, especially, and it's almost something that you might want to try, which is actually kind of fun, is put yourself in a car by yourself. So you're the only one in your car, and then keep your hands raised the entire ride. And I promise you, it will be quite the adventure. You'll get tossed around quite a bit to the point where you might actually feel like you're going to fall out. So not for the faint of heart, but it's pretty fun. Here in the line for Thunder Mountain. They've actually got some interesting theming in this line. I kind of like it. There's the ride. Oh, there we go. Having a lot of fun. You can see the, you can actually see the island over there. You can't really see it that well. But there's a couple things you can play with here. But you know, during COVID, I don't think a whole lot of people were wanting to touch that little knob there. But there was a few things for people to play with. Little knobs you can turn, spins the fans. They got some pressure things over here. But you know, again, during COVID, probably not really wanting to touch those knobs unless you got a lot of hand sanitizer laying around. Oh, look, you can see the ferry over there. Ferry's coming in. Little ferry going around the circle. Not exactly like super exciting, but it does go around in a circle. It used to actually drop you off at the little island over in the center of that lagoon there, and you could go exploring Tom Sawyer's Island, but I don't think you can do that anymore. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I see people over there. I have to look into that. All right, almost to the ride. And quick tip here is it tells you to use both sides, and you may see the shorter line on one side. Sometimes that's the right way to go. Sometimes you actually do want to pick the side on the one on the shorter side. Other times it doesn't actually work out because it's only shorter because that train just loaded people on, and the longer line actually is going to be the shorter one because of the fact that it hasn't just loaded a bunch of people. So which one do we want to go with today? I don't know. Let's try, well, all right, well, let's go down the shorter line and see what happens. So we got these people right here. Let's see where they get to. Just going to walk through the line. Yeah, see how the other line is now moving. So, you know, they're going to get down there pretty far. So again, the longer line would have been the faster route this time, but sometimes it's actually the reverse. Just a quick tip. Call that a fun fact. And there they go, yeah, there we go. All right, we're moving. We're coming down. See, again, two sides here. You've got the Thunder Mountain on that side, the Thunder Mountain on this side, and they both go to the same place, so no worries about which side do I pick. You just go on the side, whichever side you want, doesn't matter. And interestingly enough, the front row in Thunder Mountain, normally, you know, a lot of people like to ride the front row. They want to be in the front. But actually on Thunder Mountain, if you see, there's actually a train car, you know, the main engine there, and it has a fairly large little overhang where the conductor would sit, which there isn't a conductor, but this front seat is fairly close The front seat's actually fairly close to that, so it kind of obstructs your view. So for Thunder Mountain, I actually recommend being towards the middle or even towards the back of the... Sure. I actually recommend being towards the back or in the middle because of the fact that in the front you really can't see that well.
All right. How many? 15. How many?
So we're actually going to be in the back row today, so that's pretty interesting. So again, sometimes it can be a little bit more jerky towards the back, but you know, I don't personally mind that. The middle is obviously the place that you'd want to sit if you're sensitive to jarring motions and things like that. Almost on. All right, now this side path over here is definitely my favorite path in the entire park. I feel like not a lot of people use it. You can see it's kind of empty. Most people tend to use, oh, hey, look, there's Gaston over there coming down on a horse. Most people tend to use that main drag over there. Oh, there's Peter Pan, too. But this little side path over here is definitely a winner. It cuts a lot of the traffic out, allows you to get over there towards the Haunted Mansion much quicker. Yeah, but let's check out Gaston up here. Gaston! Beauty and the Beast, definitely my favorite Disney movie of all time. Love Gaston, love his character, love his fun. Oh, and then there's Moana, Peter Pan. Moana's on top. I absolutely love the Moana movie. I almost just said Madonna. I love the Moana movie. I think it's slightly underrated. It's one of the best Disney movies in my opinion. There's Aladdin. Who's over on the other side? Oh, Mary Poppins. Moana, make way, make way. And I don't know what a lot of people think about The Rock and his performance and singing ability, but I mean, he does it right in that movie, Moana. I got to tell you, his character, Maui, I don't care what anybody says, he kills it. So he does a great job. Perfect songs for his voice. I don't know that he was a singer before that movie, but you know, he definitely has the chops to perform in that capacity. So. Yeah, I know, it's kind of nice, right? Because it's, you know, it used to be they were always planned parades, and so there was like lots of people lined up, ropes, you had to kind of prepare ahead of time. But the cavalcades kind of give you just a spur of the moment. Oh, hey, you just run over there. There's not a lot of people around. You can kind of get a good angle, get up close and personal without having to wait, especially in that Florida heat when it's like 90 degrees and you're sitting out on the curb waiting for a parade to start. I think it's probably the hottest place on the entire planet, except for the other hottest place on the planet is when the exit from the MCO airport. There's not a more hot or humid place on the planet. If you've seen that meme, I think it's funny every time I see it. We got the ferry coming around here. What, did you find something in the water?
It was a snake, but it was like a weed.
So there's the ferry. That actually takes you over to the Tom Sawyer Island. I don't really know a whole lot about what's going on with that, though, so we're going to have to check into it. Oh, hey, look, there's the cavalcade again. See, this is the best part. This is a little shortcut over here, I gotta tell you. If you walk down this path, it literally circumnavigates all the stuff, especially back when the parades were a big thing, when it was roped off over there on the side. There was always a lot of people, and you could always take this little side path, even if the parade was actually going on at the time. So it's a good way to get out of the park if you're not interested in watching the parade and you want to get out of here. And it's also kind of a shortcut that'll take you from Splash Mountain, Thunder Mountain, all the way over to Haunted Mansion area. Usually pretty clear, not a lot of people. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And this, another place that I don't think is used very often is this little marketplace up here. It has one of my favorite things two of my favorite things in the park exist at this little marketplace right here. One, pickles. It has pickles that are bagged that you can get at any time. And then it also has the delicious turkey leg of awesome. And I can literally eat a turkey leg every time I come here. But hey, look, it also has the Mickey pretzel with cheese and a bunch of other things. They've got fruit. They've got, yeah, it has the amazing cheese sauce. It's almost kind of like a cheese whiz type flavor, which I'm sure is not appealing to some people, but for those of us that don't really care too much about that kind of, whether it's healthy for you, it's very delicious. And then they have like apples and fruit and things in there, and then you can sit here and eat. It's really a great place. It's the Liberty Square Market right here in the center, kind of between Haunted Mansion and heading over towards Splash Mountain. So I think now we're gonna, oh, and there's the Columbia Harbor House, which is a seafood place. They do have chicken as well, but the seafood is actually pretty decent there. They've got fish, they've got malt vinegar for those of you that like malt vinegar on your fish and chips. It's actually a pretty good place, and it's usually not super crowded. All right, so now we're walking into Fantasyland. We just came from the Liberty Town Square there, and we're coming over to Fantasyland. And something that's kind of a cool area that I don't think a lot of people pay attention to is the bathrooms. Yes, the bathrooms. Why? I don't know why they chose to make the bathrooms the only place in the entire park where Tangled actually is, because I love Tangled. There's some amazing music in it if you haven't seen the movie. But yeah, this is the bathrooms, and this whole little area right here is actually about the Tangled, movie. So you can see the castle up there at the top, the restrooms. So if you're a big fan of Tangled, this is the place that you want to kind of hang out, take some pictures. And unfortunately, yes, it is just the restroom. I would love to actually see more Tangled things in the Disney parks, but at least it's something, and it's really, really kind of cool. Over here on the right in Fantasyland, the right coming from the Haunted Mansion area, across from the Small World is actually the Peter Pan ride. This is the Peter Pan ride. It's not a very long ride. It probably lasts about, I don't know, a couple of minutes maybe. And you sit in a little boat, and it kind of goes around with the dark ride. But you can see the line is extremely long. It does not matter if there is, a 5-minute wait for Space Mountain, or a 2-hour wait for Space Mountain. This ride, Peter Pan, is always packed. It always takes a long time. So if you are super interested in riding the Peter Pan ride, I highly recommend using one of your fast passes for it. We don't typically use a fast pass for it because we tend to use those more for Space Mountain or Thunder Mountain, but it is definitely a ride. You can see 35-minute wait to get on Peter Pan. So it is something that if you're wanting to ride it with the kids, or even by yourselves, depending on how much you love it, you definitely want to maybe try to get a fast pass or head here early in the morning when it's not going to be super busy. I personally love the ride, but we don't ride it very often because it is such a long wait given how short the ride is. Over there was It's a Small World. I'll cover that. The Pinocchio Village House is a restaurant that's got a lot of different choices in there. It's nice and air conditioned. There's a few seats that actually look into It's a Small World, so you can watch the boats go by. It's also one of the stops for the Boo Bash Halloween, where you can pick up the candy. You can pick up a lot of different pieces of candy. It's one of the stops. There's also characters that will appear up on this bridge. So if you see right up there, kind of at the top, little bridgeway there will be different characters up there during the Halloween Boo Bash that you can kind of wave to and see, character greet. Obviously with COVID you can't get near them, but they will be up there for you to take a look at. All right, so here I am. We're at the Columbia Harbor House because we wanted to get out of the heat and get into the air conditioning. It's kind of nice and quiet in here because I got my snack. And so I want to show you my second favorite snack in the park. So I have two favorite snacks, two favorite things in the parks. So my number one is the turkey leg. Love the turkey leg. They don't always have it. It's hard to find sometimes, but I get it whenever I can. It's amazing. It's like I feel like I'm eating back in like Genghis Khan times in the medieval times or whatever time frame that was, but a long time ago. And I love turkey legs. They're so good. My second favorite snack. Oh yeah, the dill pickle. So good. And so refreshing. I mean, it's so refreshing. You'd think that it wouldn't be, but I mean, the vinegar, the pickle. I mean, when it's hot out and you need a snack, the pickle is the way to go. I gotta have one almost every time we come. It's literally one of my favorite things. Now, my wife got one of her favorite snacks, which she just dropped on the table, very awkwardly. Why don't you show us what you got here? She's got
the pretzel and cheese, and this cheese is very good. I like salty stuff, and so if you don't, you might not like this cheese because it's pretty salty. But for me, the saltier the better.
it's like cheese whiz. It's like melted cheese whiz, but it's not just any pretzel.
It's a Mickey pretzel.
It's the Mickey pretzel, right? Because for some reason,
and it's good.
everything that's shaped like Mickey is automatically better. So, yeah. So, you know, highly recommend. We got these things at that marketplace that I was talking about in one of the other videos. But it's kind of nice to get out of the heat, and we come in here to the Columbia Harbor House sometimes and just grab our snacks. We did buy a pop here, though. She got a Diet Coke, you know, just to be on the up and up, so we weren't just coming in here occupying space. You know, we actually did buy a drink here. So yeah, the pickle, that's the way to go. All right, so we are here in the Star Trader store over in Tomorrowland. We're looking at some of the merchandise, and my wife just tried on these sort of Halloween light up ears, which are really cute. Thinking about picking them up, and but then she put them on and she tried them on. You want to show them what you found there? So.
I'm looking for some unique ears to wear, and I put these on.
And they look really cute.
Really heavy, but
Yeah, but they're very top heavy, so they don't stay on very well.
so anytime you go to ride or just when looking down at your phone,
Yeah.
like you don't need to have to like jerk
Yeah.
your head, they just fall off.
So I think maybe if you have your hair tightly pulled back, maybe it works a little bit better, because they do have these little like teeth in here. If you look, there's these little comb teeth thing that I think maybe help it stay on the hair better. But since her hair is loose and it's not pulled back tightly, I don't think it works very well. So they might be good for you depending on your hairstyle. But I would definitely recommend trying them on, moving around a little bit before you make the purchase, because they're extremely adorable. But you know, you definitely don't want them to constantly be falling off. So. Yeah, there's no price. I mean, usually the ear headbands are $29.99, but I think the light up ones are a little bit more expensive, maybe another $5 or $10. So this is a pretty cool shirt here. I like this. It's actually got. If you look here, it's got the Magic Kingdom castle here. It's got the monorail. It's got Epcot ball. A little bit of the Epcot things that are actually no longer there, interestingly enough. But yeah, it's a cute little shirt in the sort of the outline of Mickey Mouse. Pretty cool. And as is the case for, oh, this is new.
I was thinking about buying it, but I don't know. I can't decide. It's $59.99, which is pretty pricey.
Yeah, it's interesting. Look, it's got like the bones on the arm there. Well, I'm not showing that very well, but yeah, it's kind of cool. So it's, you know, obviously Halloween themed, some of the Halloween merchandise, but this is new. It just came out. We haven't seen this before. As with all the other merchandise, all the other stores, because it is Halloween, you know, there's a lot of Halloween merchandise in pretty much all of the stores. Most of them have the same things at them. We've got some Hocus Pocus things here. You've got the light up necklaces and ears. I'm just here for the candy. I think this is a cool shirt. It's got Mickey, it's got Goofy, it's got Donald Duck on it, t-shirt. Obviously they've got the Crocs, you know, interesting. Haunt You Later. That's Minnie Mouse, and wow, Minnie Mouse actually looks kind of scary there. I don't think I've ever seen Minnie Mouse look so scary. And actually, if this was on a t-shirt, I would definitely get it, but it is on a sweatshirt. And since I live in Florida, I don't really wear sweatshirts very often. Mostly if I wear sweatshirts, they're indoors because there's so much air conditioning on. So if it was a t-shirt, I would definitely get that, because Minnie Mouse actually looks really cool right there. Look, look at this Minnie Mouse right here. Doesn't she look cool? Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, that's like really. Look at this. It's like humongous. So it's almost like a dress. So yeah, that's some cute stuff there. We got the troll little headbands and things. Oh, look at this. They got the Maleficent dragon on here. Kind of a cool shirt. Again, I don't really wear long sleeve shirts in Florida very much, but you know, it does get cool in Florida, but in the winter. But for us, not necessarily. We don't wear them very often. But hey, you know what? If you don't live in Florida and it does get cold where you are, this is the time to get them, because they are not always available.
Did you see this over here?
What do we got here? Oh, look at that! It lights up. That's cool.
It's only $24.99, which I think is pretty cheap for a decorative.
What does it say right there? Oh, I light up. Oh. Yeah, it's like a little decoration you can put.
It's really cute. But once again, limit 2 items per person.
Yeah, limited 2 items per person. Obviously, you know, some people do come in and buy them in bulk and then resell them, which, you know, you can have your own opinions on. I stay out of those conversations. Yeah, so some really cute things to look at here. Let's see what it was on the other side here. Okay, so just more displays. Oh, and they've got candles down here. A Happy Halloween candle, and that says, oh, it's pumpkin spice trick or treat here. So $19.99. I can smell the pumpkin there through my mask. Yeah, so some really cool merchandise. They've got, but again, they've got a lot of these at pretty much all of the Disney stores that you go to in Disney Springs or any of the parks. So you don't necessarily have to get it there. All right, so it's been a great day at the Magic Kingdom. Yes, I call it the Magic Kingdom, and she always gives me guff for it. You know, and my kids always say, "It's Magic Kingdom. It's not the Magic Kingdom." And I'm like, well, I don't know. It sounds weird. I just, you know, use it in a sentence. We're going to Magic Kingdom. We're going to the Magic Kingdom. Yeah, that sounds better. It sounds better. It sounds better. I think it sounds better. I don't care what you say. Feel free to comment and tell me that I'm wrong, but I call it the Magic Kingdom. All right, so we are walking out of Magic Kingdom. We're at the Transportation and Ticket Center. And I have to say, we don't usually do preferred parking. You know, we tend to just hoof it. You know, whenever I go to any of the parks, I'm already preparing myself for exercise. It's a good way to get your steps in, you know, that sort of thing. But I have to say that depending on the time you get here and the fact that the trams are not running, and it's 90 degrees outside. So I have to say this is kind of a long walk. I'm parked over in like Simba 120 or something. So it's kind of a jog. So I would say, even if you're not like a huge fan of preferred parking and you don't mind walking, which I don't, if it's pretty hot out and until the trams come back, you might actually want to consider getting the preferred parking because it's kind of a walk. It's kind of a walk. Yeah, what is it?
It's definitely a walk.
It's kind of a walk. Ain't gonna lie. And I usually don't mind that, but 90 degrees and no tram makes for a little bit of a warm walk. So if you got the money to spare, you might want to spring for the preferred parking. Obviously, if you're at a hotel or a resort and you're just taking the monorail or the ferry over, you don't need that. But you know, today we're coming from the Transportation Ticket Center, and it is kind of a walk. So yeah, just a quick tip there to avoid the heat. All right, so here we are in front of the castle, and what we didn't realize was today is our first day in Magic Kingdom. Just the two of us in 25 years since our honeymoon. So our honeymoon was just the two of us, came to Magic Kingdom 25 years ago.
Except for the castle was a cake 25 years ago.
And 25 years ago, the castle was a giant pink birthday cake.
Anniversary cake. Well, I guess birthday.
Yeah, the 25th anniversary cake, which a lot of people got mad about and thought they hated it, and they said, you know, my first time I finally get to come to Disney and it looks like a giant cake. I liked it. I thought it was cool. It had like lifesavers or something on it, and it was like, you know, a big birthday cake with gumdrops and stuff. And we actually have a statue of it, and we love it. So, but yeah, it doesn't look like that now. Now it's the 50th anniversary, and it's so interesting because it is the first time we've been to Magic Kingdom, just the two of us without kids, in 25 years. Yep. And that's today. So, and we're kicking it off. Yeah. So, and look how cute the castle is. It's got this, like, I don't know, what is that, rose gold color or
I think they're calling
pinkish?
it iridescent.
You know, some sort of fancy color. It can't just be pink, right? It's got to be iridescent midnight purple pearl or something, right? It can't just be something. But yeah, anyway, it's cute, looks cute. They launched the 50th anniversary. They've got the golden statues around here. Yeah. Our first time here. Just the two of us alone without kids, 25 years,
I'm
and
sure
it happens to be
kids are
today.
jealous.
And it's the day that we're kicking off our vlog for Disney and all the different Orlando parks. Okay, so thanks for joining us. This is a great time.
Join us again.
Yeah, we just want to remind you that every day you should try to get out there and do something noble. So do something noble every day.